Okay, we're gonna make a bow drill, and this is the piece I selected. I've already cut my notches and on the both sides. It's a little, you see a little bend to it. So what I'm gonna do at this fire pit is I'm gonna drop this in here to shape it a little bit more, to hold it in. That's gonna be my bow, and I'm gonna attach my cords here. I'm gonna let that set for a while. It'll be a little bit easier to flex. Got my spindles right here. Different sizes and shapes, different kinds of woods. I'm gonna make my spindles. Yep, that's one spindle. I'm gonna do about 3 or 4 more. Need to find about the middle and make this in the middle a little bit more shallow than the rest of the stick, the spindle. So when I hit it with the stick, or the cordage wraps around it, it'll have more of a tendency to stay in the middle than to slide up or down it. So if I kind of wobble this out a little bit in the middle, this is going to be my handle. It's a piece of bone that my dogs found when I was out walking them. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to use this just like that. And I'm going to cut a little notch, put a little notch into this bone for the spindle to go into. So I'm just gonna cut in here. That's the first time I've used bone for this, so we'll see what happens with it. It may or may not work, but cut me a little notch. It might be, there we go. I've already cut I got my plate. I cut this, notches out of it already. This is pine. I don't know if that's going to work, but we will try to see if that'll work. Okay, I've got a couple spindles made out of different types of wood. We'll see how these are going to do. I've got my bone handle. I've got my fireboard, and now I've got to make my bow, and I'm hoping that this will work. That should be, I may have to make that hole bigger, but that should be good. That's kind of a large one. Smaller ones, yeah, see, that'll fit in there. And we'll see how this goes. I'm going to attach the 550 cord to the bow. I don't feel like making cordage right now. I'll do that later. But right now, we're just going to use 550 cord. I've already put the notches in the bow. This one's kind of messed up, but it'll still work. So we're going to tie this on there and leave. We'll do this side first, and we'll leave a little bit extra, because right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the, let me get a spindle. I'm going to, when it's on the bow, I'm going to do the one wraparound technique. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to do that technique there. So I'm going to make it pretty tight right now, and I'll tie, if I remember correctly, it's called the newly self-tightening knot. Secure it on the end. See how this feels. Bow and arrow, boing. Shoot the bow, boing. So this will work. Just get wrap it around a halfway, half turn. Boom, and you got the bow drill. Fire start making kit. You got your fire starting board. Got the bone handle, a couple types of different spindles, and the bow drill with 550 cord. And all I need is some starting material. I've got some of that. I'll have to collect a little bit more, and then I'll make a little little pit, and I'll see if I can get a coal out of it and start a fire. Okay, we did a test run, and here's the fireboard, and here's the spindle. You see it started smoking a little bit, and here's the back of the bone handle. Now what I'm going to do, and this is what I didn't do the first time on the test, is you get the back of the handle that fits into your back of the spindle that fits into your handle, wipe it on your forehead, and the oils act as probably mark my head up. There you go. The oils, we'll let it slide a little bit. Now we're going to do one more test, and then we'll see if we can start a fire. Okay, let's take a look at it. Okay, here we go. This needs to be cut down a little bit more into the circle where this fits in. So we've got it matched. I'll probably make this a little bit smaller. The tip. Once that's cut, then the material can drop through here and all my fluffy material that's going to be underneath it. So hopefully this will work. Now let's just go find some material.